Enjoy by 5/29/2017. We missed it by a few days, but let's get stoned. Hi, it's Brainmuffin back and with another beer review, and today we have Stone Brewing Company Enjoy by basically the 29th of May 2015 IPA. Now this is something they've been doing now for several years. It's an Enjoy by within 37 days. I think this is pretty low, yeah, well 9.4% alcohol. This will keep, but the whole idea of the hops, and this is kind of their thing of these hoppy beers and the way that the malts and everything dance around is supposed to be done by a time. So it's in 2012 they started to shift Enjoy by. I didn't realize they've been doing it for 5 years. It's specifically brewed not to last, so a claim to break. So we're only a few days past the 29th of May, so I think we're okay here. I did buy it before the 29th and put it in the refrigerator, so this was sitting on the shelf, not chilled, over at Jungle Jim's, and finally got around to shooting some of these. I completely forgot that I had an Enjoy by when I did my other beer reviews about a week or so ago, when I should have done this one. That's on me. But nice pale, love the coloring, love this yellow. This is a color that I've been trying to get in my home brews for years. I think part of the problem is I boil too long. Another part of the problem, I really like crystal malts, and even if I get them really, really pale, it's not pale enough. So we'll see. Alrighty. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. Grapefruit, right on the nose. Grapefruit. Some kind of other tropical fruit, maybe passion, but there's definitely grapefruit and other tropical fruit flavor aromas. That's all from the hops. There's no added fruit in these beers, and it's not from the yeast. So let's see. Oh wow, that alcohol really bites in the back of the tongue, back of the mouth. Wow, that is a hop bomb. That's like you're chewing hops. Oh, see? And the hops still stay there. Wow. Let's see if we get anything that continues fresh. Brought to you a whole new concept of what constitutes fresh, guaranteeing fans the ultimate level of hoppiness. Yes, if you are a hop head, this is definitely the kind of beers you want to be looking at. This obviously will keep for a while, but that hop express there, that explosion is going to be gone. First, what will happen is the aroma hops will be gone. They're the most fragile of the oils to stick around. And then you're going to get the flavoring hops, and the bittering will also start to tone down. Now, something like a barley wine might be 9.4%, and they'll hop the crap out of it really as a preservative. But the whole intent there, when you first have them, they're like this. They're a hop bomb, like you're chewing on hops, and then you let that level out, and the malt comes up a lot, and they balance a bit better. That's when barley wines, that's why it's the whole idea of storing wine, and this is why they call them barley wines. But this is great. I love the coloring, a little bit of cloudiness, perhaps because it's most likely bottle conditioned. Definitely some yeast sediment in the bottom a little bit, but that's fine. Love the yellow color. Like I said, this is a color I want to get some homebrew, and I really ought to start trying. I haven't brewed since February, and people that have the ale, that's a Belgian stout that I did, really like it, and I really need to get back to it. It's just finding the time. It's just been crazy. So, and I've actually had several people ask me to do some videos on how to homebrew and different steps. I'm really going to need a microphone for that. This is be able to cast as far as it's difficult, but showing the different steps, not just me brewing. I've done some on little handheld stuff, mostly with iPhones on YouTube, and they're on my channel, so go check them out. I even have one using various pieces of equipment that a lot of people like watching, but I've had more than one person do a how-to on how to homebrew, and there's so many of those videos already out there, but maybe I'll add, maybe I will, but that takes a lot of time. So anyway, back to the beer, okay? But this is really a beer you can really chew, because it is very fresh hops. There's aromas of tropical fruits on the nose. You get the hint of pine and fruit mid-mouth, and it finishes with this intense hop bitterness, almost like a dry. It's like it's trying to take all the saliva out of your mouth all at once and get rid of it. You have a little bit of an alcohol burn as it goes down. There is a little bit of a warming sensation. I mean, 9.4%, you're going to start to get that, perhaps. But this is definitely not a session beer. This is basically what I would really call this an Imperial IPA or a double IPA. Not just a regular IPA, but that's kind of the whole point. Is this thing, if this thing didn't have that high a malt backbone, the bitterness of the hops would be so unbelievable that you wouldn't be able to do it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this is 100 IBUs or close to it. So here we go. So 529, 2017 on Untapped, 90 IBUs, so it is close to 100. This is, as a hop head, this is really, really good. It is about almost a week past, but again, this was refrigerated beforehand. So this really fresh is 37 days. So this stuff is probably brewed a month and a half, maybe a little bit more than a month and a half ago. Or at least when it was bottled. I don't know how long they're doing the fermentation, but it's at 9.4%, they're probably doing 2 weeks primary and 2 weeks secondary, especially with that much of a hop backbone. Lots of dry hopping in the secondary. I'm giving this a 4.5. This is very good. It's stereotypical Stone, over the top. They don't really follow the styles. Hey, I leveled up the hopped up level 30 and got a 2x on something else. So anyway, you're gonna be belching hops. You're gonna be tasting hops. This is, you know, pretty hoppy beer. This is gonna destroy your palate and to taste anything else. So you definitely want to be having some cheese with this, fatty meats, anything like that to kind of scrub that tongue bare. But this is definitely, and then as it warms up and as it's been opened, the malt's going to come up. The bitterness is going to probably come down a little bit, but it's just going to balance more and more. This is definitely a beer you're going to drink slowly. I mean, 9.4%, you're not chugging this thing. You enjoy it over time. Get a good whiff when you drink it. Let it swirl the glass. Just kind of have all the hops hang out in your nose, and then take a drink, and you really will appreciate and enjoy this beer. So if you tried Stone, anything Stone, but if you tried the really hoppy beers, or in this one in particular, if you haven't had this and your local place has got it in your hop head, get it now and enjoy it now, because it's only going to kind of deteriorate from there and not be as good. All right, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for the suggestions, and we will see you next time. Bye. All right, you stay over there, boy. Tobuscus.